Hi, I'm Neha, a technology leader with a people first mindset living in Chicago. If you feel limited by your current resources, I can help you grow through it. I've been there, I've done that, and I know now that no limitation on resources can limit your ability to reach your potential. So I tell my daughter a lot of stories and about my experiences, about my life. And recently, when I put her on a plane all alone from Chicago to Arkansas, bear in mind contextually it is important to understand that she is only 10-year-old, and it was rather hard and thoughtful decision on my part to send her alone to Arkansas, which is a 2-hour flight from Chicago. And when I was getting her all prepped up and ready to go, I was sharing stories with her from my experiences. When I felt like I was doing something new and how I dealt with some challenges that came my way. It's not that she was nervous. I think it's more that I was nervous. And the way I was just prepping her was by telling her some of my stories. As I was telling her this particular story from when I was 21-year-old, I thought, hey, this is actually truly one of those stories that, many such stories that I have lived, and this is one of them, has made me who I really am today. And so I'm just taking the story one step ahead and sharing it with you all today. So I was 21-year-old and I had recently graduated from my engineering college. I was placed freshly into a tech company in Pune called Amdocs, and Amdocs had a lot of clients across the globe. And within the first 6 months of my working with them, I had an opportunity where they sent me to London to do some of their work for a 3-month assignment. So I was getting ready to travel on my own. Everybody around my house who have been overly protective about me were, feeling excited about the opportunity, but also nervous about me going alone. I remember I was in Pune, right? And my parents were in Nasik. And my parents were going to come to Pune to prep me and help me fill my bag and drop me off to the airport in Mumbai. And my uncle, he lives in Pune. And at one point, I was just telling him that, dad is coming on this day and mom is coming with him too. And they're going to, help me prep. And they're going to drop me off to the airport. And he said, are they just dropping you to the airport? You know what, Neha? I would be so much more comfortable if they just came to London to drop you off. So that was the kind of environment I was brought up in, overprotected. And here was my first time getting out of all of that and going on the international travel on my own. I was not traveling with anybody. And so I didn't feel nervous about it at all because I saw many people in my office were doing the same thing and having great experiences, and I was so excited. But that was a sentiment, like giving you a history of the way I've been brought up and why this is a big deal for me. My parents came to Pune, they got me all prepped up. I had more snacks in my bag than clothes, and then they dropped me off to the airport. At this time, I was also dating my now husband, Samir. So he came to the airport too, we said our goodbyes and I got on the plane. Now, the plan was that once I land in London, there was supposed to be a person waiting with my name sign at the airport who would drive me to my hotel. My flight was delayed. I think it was delayed by an hour or so, not significantly, but at least an hour or so. So when I landed in London, I'm looking everywhere for this person holding my sign and I see nobody. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm checking at the wrong place. So I went around the whole airport, asked a few people, where should I expect people to be standing? I saw a few people standing with different name signs. I asked those people have they seen somebody with an Amdocs sign or with my name on the sign. And I didn't get any much information from there. I was supposed to give a call to my parents once I landed in the UK, right? So I decide, okay, I'll deal with this situation later. Right now, my parents are going to be worried about whether I landed, I didn't land because my flight was delayed. Back in the day, this was in, I think, 2006 or 2007. And back in the day, flight tracking and all that wasn't as popular as it is today. So anyway, I find a phone booth on the airport. I have exactly maybe 10 pounds or something in my pocket. All the other money that I have is in traveler's checks. That was also a thing, right? Money exchange was a bigger deal 10-15 years ago than it is now. So I go to one of those phone booths. I made a phone call first to Samir, I think. And I told him, hey, I've landed, and my guy who was supposed to be here to pick me up is not here, but I'm going to look for it. Don't worry, I got this. I'll let you know when I get to the hotel. And I make the same exact phone call to my dad as well. And both of them panic. Hey, it's 11:30 p.m. in UK. It's dark. If you can't find this guy, if the office person is not there to pick you up, how are you going to make it? And I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. I'll deal with it. I am scared too. I remember specifically being scared and unsure, but also remember feeling like, okay, now I'm here and I got to figure this out. So after the phone calls, I rushed to get some foreign exchange done. So I gave in my traveler's checks, got money in return, and then asked a few people where I could get a cab from, and headed out in the direction in search for a cab. Found a cab, got to my hotel safely, and that was it. And it was done, right? Now, on retrospect, I think the way it played out for my parents was such a big deal, and for me, it was I was put in a situation that I didn't know what to do about. But hey, I had to figure it out. What else were my options? I was going to sit on the airport and call Amdocs to come next morning or whatever. I didn't see any other feasible option, and so I figured it out. And so the point I'm trying to make is, and the reason I was telling this to Sana yesterday was, we are planning for all the situations. Like I was telling her, what if the person who sits next to you on the plane, you're not comfortable with that person? What if there is turbulence in the plane? What are you going to do? What if you forget something on the plane after you get off? What are you going to do? So I was walking her through a lot of different scenarios that she might have to deal with when she's traveling alone. And then in the end, when I told her this story about myself, the idea was to tell her, hey, you know what? I can prepare you all I want, and you can listen to me all you want, but eventually there might be a situation in which you find yourself and you have to just figure it all out on your own at the time. And what I need you to do then is stay calm, think about your options, trust your gut, and just do what feels right to you, right? And so anyway, so I'm just going to say that because I was put in so many situations early in my life where I had to figure it all out on my own, even if I grew up in a very sheltered home with very pampered, protected childhood. It is my good fortune that I was exposed to a lot of scenarios like these in which I was forced to get on the driver's seat and figure it out. And it is because of those experiences that today I have the courage to do the things that I do, to speak about myself, even to go behind my dreams, go after my dreams, not limit myself. I literally today believe that whatever comes my way, I will figure it out. I will struggle maybe, it'll not be easy maybe, but I have that confidence that, hey, everything is figure outable. And I hope you get yourself some experiences. If life doesn't throw them at you, you go and ask for those experiences from life, so that when you are really out there living on your own, you are ready, you feel empowered to deal with whatever comes your way. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Let's stay connected. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn for more content of this type. Until then, love and gratitude all around.